Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and today I'm coming at you with a very short video, but I have the book snob tag for you. Like I said, I'll be doing the book snob tag. I was tagged by Whitney at Tibbera's Den, and the original creator was Tia at Tia and the Books. I will put both of those channels down in the description, but I thought this was just kind of a fun, short little tag, and I wanted to document my answers somewhere on the internet, so here they are. Anyway, the first question is adaptation snob. Do you always read the book before you see the movie? Not always. Usually I try to. I love to read the book before I see the movie just so I can create the characters and the scenes and everything in my head without the influence of the movie. But I'm thinking of two specific books that I read after I saw the movie. So the first was Water for Elephants. For some reason this one comes up because I remember I tried so hard to finish that book before I went and saw the movie, but I was going to see it with some friends. This must have been back in high school, middle school. I don't remember when the movie came out, but I was frantically trying to finish it and I didn't finish it in time. So the movie spoiled the ending for me, and I don't even remember what happens in that book or the movie. So I don't even know if the ending was spoiled or if the adaptation was good, but that's one instance. And then the second, oh, there's a third. Okay, the second one I'm thinking of is the Guernsey Literary and Potato Peel Pie Society. I watched that movie first because my husband was interested in it, and then I remembered, oh, this is a book. This would be a good book. And now it's like one of my favorite books. And I read that book after I saw the movie. There are some differences between the book and the movie, but really love the book, really love the movie too. The last one I can think of is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. I did watch the newest movie with Emma Watson in it and ended up reading the book after I watched that movie. But usually I try to. So I guess I'm kind of a snob in wanting to read the book before. Anyway, question number 2, format snob. You can only choose one format in which to read books for the rest of your life. Which one do you choose? Physical, ebooks, or audiobooks? This is really hard because I can get so much reading done in audiobook form, and I would desperately miss listening to books. But I think if I had to choose, it would be physical. There we go. That's my format snob for you. Question number 3, ship snob. Would you date or marry a non-reader? Yes, I would. It's always easier to be in a relationship with someone who loves to read because then you can discuss your books together. My husband does read, not as much as me by any means. He gets through a handful of books a year. He is just so busy with other things that he really only reads right before bed. And he mostly reads nonfiction. So, and like self-help, self-betterment kind of books. So it doesn't bother me that he doesn't read. And that's why I have an outlet like this to discuss books on. But yeah, I mean, I will always push books and reading on people just because I love it, but it's not always for everyone. Let's see, question number 4, genre snob. You have to ditch one genre, never to be read again for the rest of your life. Which one do you ditch? This one's kind of easy for me. I would get rid of science fiction. I just am not the biggest sci-fi fan. Can't seem to find one that I like. Comment down below if you could turn me. What science fiction book would you recommend that I read? Fun. But that's the one I would get rid of. Number 5 is uber genre snob. You can only choose to read from one genre for the rest of your life. Which genre do you choose? Is just contemporary fiction a genre? That's what I would choose, I guess. I know that romance and literary and other kind of things can fit into contemporary, but I guess just plain old contemporary where we follow regular people's lives. That would be the genre I would choose. Okay, number 6, community snob. Which genre do you think receives the most snobbery from the bookish community? I don't know. The most snobbery from the bookish community. I guess people are really torn on fantasy. I'm not the biggest fantasy reader. High fantasy people are always very torn about, it seems. So I guess people can be pretty set one way or another, and so kind of be snobbish about fantasy books. So we'll say that, even though I'm not really in on that snob factor. And this is the last one. Number 7, snobbery recipient. Have you ever been snubbed for something that you have been reading or for reading in general? Yes, kind of. I mean, I think for some reason people think that adults shouldn't read YA or middle grade, and I love reading YA and middle grade, and so sometimes people look down. I feel like you're looked down upon if you read middle grade books because you're like, you shouldn't read those, or graphic novels and manga just because they are so quick. Middle grade fits into that category of reading very quick also, and so people are like, those don't count as real books. You read them too fast. I don't know if my point is coming across, but not specifically snubbed on, but I just feel like when people say, oh, that's just middle grade, or that's just young adult, or that's just a graphic novel, they count. You're reading those books, so let them count toward your towards your goals and towards your counts. I think you shouldn't be snubbed for those kind of reads. Anyway, that's a tag. It's short and sweet and fun to think about the bookish snob that I may or may not be. If you watched this video and you would like to do this also, you are tagged by me. Otherwise, like this video on your way out. Consider subscribing to my channel if you want to see more bookish and bullet journaling content from me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.